Here are your scheduled starters for feature number 2 of the afternoon for the Young Lions divisions, the younger drivers in Legend Car competition. And TJ Moon set the quick time. So these features are set by the qualifying times from earlier. The second fastest lap from each driver's qualifying sets the fields for these second features. So TJ Moon earlier was quick. TJ Moon's second lap apparently was just as lights out. We'll start on the pole with Ben Morabito to the outside in car number 17. Up at the qualifying effort for Max Olmstead, will start in position number 3 with Case James to the outside of row number 2. Spencer Bradshaw, Colton Hale, row number 3. Colt Johnson, Aiden Oliver, row number 4 with Nathan Williams and Bryson Nichols, your top 10. Dylan Bongiovanni in that green number 62 is 11th at Killicam, Cam Truitt in the T2 and 12. Landon Thrasher, Marty Roberts, all kinds of 55s in row number 7. Alex Pate, Jaden Johnson, Josiah Phillips, and Owen Zacharias in 18th. Keaton Harris and James Faulkner in the 007, along with Carter Stein and Riley Hutchins scheduled to start at the back of the field, but Riley not with us here on the racetrack.
If you want it in front of the 17P, right there, 17P behind the 55. 10, you go in front of the 17P if you want it. Will be 1 to go right here, 1 to go right here. 10 up, 1 more row if you want it. 17, he's coming to the bottom. 17, you line up behind the 10. Behind the 10, let the 10 by you. There you go, 17P.
So that is Phillips in the 17.
Lights out, going to green. 9 and 17, side by side in the box. This is 25 laps. Give and take a patience, guys. 25 laps, 9 cars. The control car, 9 cars, starts this race in the box.
Your control car is your 2024 Bandolero Outlaw National Champion, TJ Moon. Green flag class. Young Lions thunder down into turn number 1. A little bit of checking up in the bottom line, but we stay straight, 3 wide, middle of the pack. And it happens up front with Oliver in the 33, and that will draw the yellow. So that is Aiden Oliver in the 33. And John says, no, we're going to push that car back. Not on the right side of the work area. Take a look here. So the 33 gets crossed up. Colt Johnson and Spencer Bradshaw just ahead. I think that's the 15 of James ahead of Bradshaw. It is. There's where the contact starts. Chain reaction, and the 117 happens to be behind the 33.
80, 117, and 33 to the tail. 80, 117, and 30 to the tail. Everybody else, complete restart. Everybody else, complete restart. Double them up, guys. Double them up, complete restart with those cars on the tail, and we do not change lanes. Do not change lanes. If you're an outside car, you stay an outside car. T2, you're outside in front of the red 55. T2, outside in front of the red 55. $17P in front of the 07, 17P up 1 in front of the 07.
So the field getting realigned. We did not complete a lap, so TJ Moon will once again be the control car.
Coming to green. Lights out. Coming to green.
They get the 1 to green right there from Gary, and next time by we'll go racing.
9 cars side to side. Sorry, 9 cars sets the pace in the box. He starts the race. 17 stays side by side with him. Lights out, coming to green. Quit playing bumper tag back there, guys.
Field works through 3 and 4 and up to the green flag. Everybody fighting for that inside line.
Yellow,
and that is not the way to do it. That is Harris in the 07 to the bottom. That's the T2 of Killicam. And that might be the 33 of Oliver that got a piece of that at the end.
Stay high. high, guys. Stay high.
Keep your eye on the middle portion here, and I think the T2 might have had a little help from one of the red cars. It might be Roberts. He might not. It's hard to tell from that angle, but it's Roberts behind him. Oh, and the 33 nowhere to go. So we talk about progression when it comes to legend car competition, bandoleros, legend cars. These drivers eventually move on. Some of them, the younger drivers that want to progress in their racing career, or maybe want to try something different. On our screen right now is the 29 car, Hunter Wright. Hunter spent many years racing with us in our legend car program, picked up some big wins on that end, and is now racing in the pro late model division here at the fairgrounds. Has done some World Series of Asphalt stuff at New Smyrna Speedway, some big races in the Southeast. And, it's one of those things where it's good to see the legend car drivers while they're here and hone their craft and sharpen their skills. And later on this weekend, we're going to get to see a few others that have made their former home in legend car competition into a late model. And good to see Hunter Wright with that car there ready to go as the 33, and another driver that's hoping to progress into the late model ranks. His family has a little bit of experience in that as Aiden Oliver. Comes down to the attention of the work area. I think that forklift is actually waiting for, or at least to find a crew to drop that car to. Here it goes. Trying to find the spot there to get that one. And we got one more. The T2. Killicam is also on the second forklift. There's the T2.
And 55R and the 10 all in front of the 8. Do not pass until you cross the accident.
So they drove the 33 car halfway down pit road.
55
I guess they couldn't find a crew to attend the 33 car, so they are moving it back potentially to the other side, or maybe they couldn't fix that car.
The 35.
The Joe Ryan Race Cars team is still working on the T2.
55R past the 8.
Oliver will head back to the pit.
More cars than we're told. Told you to pass the 007 and get behind the 35. Sorry, you're correct. I'm sorry. You're correct. I told you to get in front of the 35. Sorry. 17P in front of the 35. My apologies. 17P in front of the 35. My apologies. T2 on the tail. All right, we're lights out, coming to green. This will be a single file restart. Single file restart. You've had 2 attempts in an original. You've got 0 laps. This will be a single file restart.
Well, you heard the voice of race director Brad Hockaday. We are going to go to a single file restart here to try to get some laps in to this Young Lions feature. Moon Morabito, Olmsted, James, and Bradshaw lead the line around 3 and 4. Green flag flies. We're back underway. Morabito chases down car number 9 of TJ Moon, trying to drive away from Olmsted and the rest of this field. They start to pick up position in the middle of the pack on back, and that is the 007 of James Faulkner going around. Another one of our graduates from the Bandolero ranks. Faulkner, at the time of that spin, was running 15th.
24 in front of the 12, 24 in front of the 12, 55 in front of the 55R.
We did see some racing just outside the top 5. Take a look at this first. Hard to tell from that angle, but it looked like Williams, well, he is sideways right there, so if he got him, it might have been collateral.
117
trying to avoid.
Tail with a 007. 117 to the tail with a 007. All right, double them up, guys. Double them up.
So the 117 will join at the back of the field.
Double them up, one to go at the line.
We did get a lap in there, so they will get their double file back.
Lights out, coming to green. Lights out, coming to green. 07, you're an outside car. Double up there.
So the 9 of TJ Moon will have the 17 of Morabito to the outside. Olmsted and James, row number 2. Into the box. Green flag flies. Moon gets a great launch. Morabito to second, and now James takes a look at Olmsted for position number 3. Little tickle to the back bumper, the 35, tries to get him off that bottom side. Bradshaw now to the bottom of Colt Johnson, and maybe trying to pick up one more. James up the hill, Landon Thrasher, Bon Giovanni, we're almost 3 wide. Moon comes across the line with 3 laps completed. This here was almost an issue. It's T2 around in turn number 4, though, to bring us under the yellow flag. Killicam around in turn number 4 and cannot get that car fired. Still sits in the middle of the groove in turn number 4. That's the Black's tire. T2.
117, then 007. 117, then 007.
Cam will get turned around at the back of the running order. Was running in 16th at the time of that spin. So 3 laps completed.
We're starting our 2 laps in the work area. We are starting 2 laps in the work area. Take your time and double it.
Williams in the 117 is in the work area. And should mention as well, we talked about time limits earlier. We are just about 12 minutes in, thereabouts.
17P outside.
So just approaching what would be the halfway on time.
7 in, 11 out.
TJ Moon in the 9, the 17 of Ben Morabito, your front row. Olmsted still in 3rd, Bradshaw 4th, and then the 3rd row sees the 15 of Case James and Colton Hale in the 24. Was about to say Colton Hale and Colt Johnson around that area was starting to get racy before the caution flag flew.
Tail, we're lights out, coming to green. Lights out, coming to green.
As Williams rejoins,
117, we're coming to green.
and we're getting ready to come back to green. 22 laps to go in this second Young Lions feature of the afternoon. Green flag flies. Morabito trying to find a spot in the line. Going to get tight down there into turn number 1. Morabito finds a spot. Olmsted finds a spot. Case James, yellow.
Yellow. False start 17. You went before the box. You were leading at the box. You're not supposed to be leading at the box. 99, outside, front row. Lights out, going to green. Lights out, going to green. 9 is the control car.
Same song, different verse. Saw this earlier today in this feature. The 17 of Morabito way ahead of the 9 when they got to the box. So, and he checks up right there. Kind of probably knew that happened, but we'll switch that row, put him back a row. Spencer Bradshaw will start on the outside, and we'll see the green flag. Case James to the bottom. Picks up one spot, moves to 4th, and now Colt Johnson looks to the inside of Morabito. Oh, they are getting racy. Little contact, little sideways, little 3 wide at a turn number 4. Morabito gets back to the bumper of Johnson. And behind, Bon Giovanni goes for a spin. Somebody went up and in the air. That was Peyton the 10. So Bon Giovanni is the one that goes for a spin.
Front bumper, 10 car, black flag, front bumper.
And the 10 who had the airtime has the bumper dislodged on the front.
17 or 62, you'll go.
So keep your eye on the front here because it's the same sort of chain reaction we saw earlier. One driver tries to find a spot in the line, one checks up, and, well, it looks like the 55 of Roberts might have got the 62 there, and then the 10 car was on its way to the moon.
55R, you're going to the tail with the 62.
Take a look at that one more time. Watch the 10 car in this shot. Right there, right in front of the blue car, and just looks like Phillips might have checked up just a little bit, and the 10 car didn't anticipate him to check up that hard.
10 car to see where the safety work at the top of 3. Catch up.
And the 10 car is back on the racetrack with that bumper fix, so we'll see how much damage there may or may not be to that 10 car as we get ready to come back to green here momentarily. They'll come back to 1 to green this time.
Lights out, going to green. Lights out, going to green. 9 is the control car. 9 starts this race in the box. Young Lions, let's calm down and race here. You have wasted 16 minutes and completed 4 laps. Calm down and race.
They are going to need to get some laps in here, as Brad mentioned, that time limit getting a little bit closer. 16 minutes completed in this Young Lions feature, trying to get to the full distance of 25 laps. Green flag flies. And Morabito sideways, pushing and shoving. Johnson takes the spot. 3 wide down the back straightaway. Morabito's going to lose one more. He might lose one more because Zach. Oh, no.
Yellow, front stretch.
That's the wrap racing number 8 of Johnson. And Johnson's not happy.
Red flag, guys. Stop right there.
Zacharias in the 35 crossed up. Owen will pull away in the 35 car. So the only one that's left is the 8, along with Nichols in the 80, just a little bit further down the straightaway. We've got a couple of more that are stopped over there in turn number 1, but again, the Young Lions finding it hard to get more than one lap in at a time. Sometimes you have those races, as Morabito has come to a stop in the 860 pit. Zacharias crew going to work at the end of turn number 4. Take a look at the replay here, and see the 8 car of Johnson right there, a little shot. They're 3 wide, and it looks like the initial contact may be between Zacharias in the 35 and Morabito in the 17. I'm not sure if that outside car made any contact in this. They're 3 wide right here. And just to the inside, again, 3 drivers racing for the same piece of real estate. Chain reaction, a lot of solid hits, square hits to bumpers. But that'll definitely, for some of those drivers, jolt you out of the seat. There's the initial contact right there. And Johnson, Phillips, Nichols, Harris, T2 at Truett, all getting a piece of that one. So they take a look over the 35 car. Trying to make sure that thing is good to go to get it back onto the racing surface. They work on the 17 of Morabito at the opposite end. In the middle is the 07 of Keaton Harris, who was running 15th at the time of caution. Let's take a look one more time at this replay. There's a lot going on here. And there's the contact. And watch the chain reaction here. Great job by Landon Thrasher to get by this, by the way. Great job by Nathan Williams to get by this. 007 of Faulkner gets away. And then a few at the back here just try to avoid. Zacharias rejoins the field in the 35. So we're going to take a look at this from all the way back on the restart. Watch the 17 of Morabito and the 24 of Colt Johnson. Third row. I think the 17 tries to get into line here, and the 24 just barely gets into him a little bit, moves the 15 of James up into the second groove, and then they go down here into turn number 3. There's a little more. And then the accident happens off of turn number 4. Again, a chain reaction. A lot of cars damaged. And we'll take one more look at it from the speed shot in the front straightaway.
The falling cars are deemed involved in the accident and will go to the tail. 35, 17, 17P, 80, 07, and T2, and the 8. Anybody that went to the work area, which is the 1707, will go to the tail as well, along with the 35 that went to the work area, and the T2.
So a little bit of work area time, still cleaning up in turn number 1 and 2, even though most of it is completed. We're going to take a couple of laps. We'll take a couple of moments to step away and bring it back to some more racing action here on U.S. Legend Cars TV. The Young Lions are doubled back up. Cleanup has been completed. We've got 5 of the scheduled 25 laps completed in this one. Your control car is TJ Moon in car number 9. The orange and white, number 9, into the box. Green flag flies. We're back underway. Three wide for position number 2, and Colton Hale trying to pick up a podium finish out of this one. Bradshaw to the bottom side. Olmsted to the up in the 35. Bradshaw to second. Hale looking for third, and Case James looking for a little more than 5th place And we've got the 10 car around in the back straightaway.
Yellow backstretch.
And as soon as the yellow flag comes out, the wheels begin to move on the 10.
Go high.
And he'll wait for the field to go by.
12 and 35X, 12 and 35X. 10 in front of 17 at the tail, 10 in front of 17 at the tail. Double them up.
So it looks like, as we look at this replay on US Legend Cars TV, might have had a little bit of help from Ben Morbido.
2 laps have started in the work area. 2 laps have started in the work
And
area.
Morbido is on pit road. The 860 camp going to work. Checking the toe on the 17. And Nicky and the crew will wave it on. Get it back onto the racetrack.
That will be a 1 to go this time.
Now we did
1 to
get
go this time. 9 to
2
control,
laps
9
in
starts
there.
the race in the box.
TJ Moon, Spencer Bradshaw will be your top 2. Colton Hale in the 12 has raced his way up to position number 3. Max Olmstead, Case James, top 5. Landon Thrasher, Colt Johnson, Nathan Williams, James Faulkner, and Marty Roberts. Your top 10
9
starters.
Car, 9 starts this race inside the box.
Here they come into turn number 4. Green flag flies. Moon, Bradshaw, Hale inside as Roberts is around. Sitting in the middle of the racetrack.
Yellow.
Yellow flag will fly, and as soon as he does, that car goes away.
2. Same restart order with the 55R tail.
So the 55 will be credited as a caution car for sitting and bringing us out a yellow flag.
Stay single file here, guys. Stay single file.
Problems with the 12 here on the front straightaway. Colton Hale has come to a stop. Colton was running in position number 3. Tries to get that thing bumped to get going again. Take a look at the replay here. Red 55 to the outside by themselves.
35 in 07. 35 in 07. 07 behind the 35.
We have approximately 2.5, 3 minutes left on the time. So do not be surprised if this field does get a time warning here in this next run. It's an average of 1 minute per lap.
All right, double them up.
With
double
red
them up.
flag time
One to
not
go to the line.
counting.
Double them up. Will be 1 to go to the line.
So they will try to get this race in. We are not officially at the time limit yet, but we are getting dangerously close.
Lights out, coming to green. Lights out, coming to green. 9 is the control car. 9 starts this race inside the box.
TJ Moon trying to win a big one here. Qualified well on both shows, looking to put that thing into victory lane here at the fairground. Green flag flies. Hale holds on to position number 3. Case James, the bottom side of Olmstead. Colt Johnson trying to get a couple more spots. Landon Thrasher in the 55 on the outside. Williams, yellow topped 117, picks up 1, and the yellow flag will fly. It's Harris, it's Pate, and it's Owen Zacharias, and I think Owen's got a flat left front tire. And we can't see the other one, but there must have been a little bit of contact there, and that one might be flat too.
55 in front of the 117. 55 in front of the 117.
I am going to estimate that this will probably put us at the time limit. But we will get that momentarily from race control. Take a look at the replay here. Dylan Bongiovanni may have sparked that one off in the green 62. Gets into Zacharias right there. Sends the 35 around. And nowhere to go for Pate. Nowhere to go for Harris. And that will draw the yellow.
All right, lineup as good as you roll. Lineup as good as you roll.
So we are in round number 4 features for the NX Spring Nationals. Young Lions
35,
are on the racetrack now. There's scheduled to be a pro late model practice later on this evening. We are going to run all the double features this evening, so drivers are getting ready for their second round of racing. The Outlaws are staged over in turn number 4. As they prepare to hit the racetrack momentarily. Bumper about to be changed out on the 07, and there is our time limit indication on the bottom of the screen. So our time limit has been reached. The next flag, once we go back green, will end at this event. The Young Lions have 9 of their scheduled laps completed. As the forklift is busy one more time, it brings back one more car into the infield. That is the 10 of Pate. Drop that one off. Maybe right there. Yes, absolutely. Drops down right there. Thank you for coming. Driver's still inside that race car.
Up for the safety workers in 235.
So the safety team has completed their work over in turns number 1 and 2. Safety team back to their position in turn number 4.
Come back to 1 to go. Double them up, coming back to 1 to go.
And next time by, we will go back racing once again. Time limit has been reached.
All right, drivers, your time has expired, so the next flag will end this race. Whether it's the yellow or checkered, that is on you. We are lights out, going to green. 9 cars starts this race in the box. Guys, it is on you whether you run your full distance or not. You have 9 laps complete. The next flag ends this race.
And you heard that from race director Brad Hockaday. So the 9 of TJ Moon will be your leader, will be your control car. Spencer Bradshaw to the outside. Colton Hale and Case James is row number 2 with Max Olmstead in the 35 in a 5th. Into the box, TJ Moon is on it one more time. Green flag flies. Bradshaw finds his way into second. Hale in behind to the bottom side. Colton Hale looking for the runner-up position. Olmstead in behind him on the inside. Colt Johnson on the inside. Bradshaw trying to find a spot in the line. Hale to second. Olmstead looking for position number 3. It's all behind TJ Moon. Contact. We've got a wreck on the back straightaway. Yellow flag will come out. The checkered flag will join, and TJ Moon will pick up a win in the Young Lions division.
12 and 99.
Last year's Outlaw national champion moves up to Legend Cars with Project 9. One of the nicest kids you'll ever meet. And you know he is excited behind the wheel of that Legend car. Picks up a win. This one's going to be big for that Project 9 team. Going to be big for TJ Moon. Colt Johnson's out of the